So your question on the discussion board, solve by completing the square. And there's four ways to solve quadratic equation. I guess this is probably the most challenging of the four. So you're given this 4x squared minus 16 equals 12x. First thing you need to do is get your variables on one side and constant on the other. So you need to subtract 12x and add 16 each side. So I just drew arrows, we're swapping sides. We need a coefficient x squared to be 1, so I divide everything by 4. Leaves me with x squared minus 3x equal to 4. Next, you need to take half the coefficient of x and square it. Half of 3 is 3 halves. You square that's 9/4. You add 9/4 to each side. On this side, it'll factor nicely now that you've completed the squared. X minus 3 halves, quantity that times quantity x minus 3 halves. You need to change 4 to fourths. So 4 is same as 16/4. So you have a common denominator. Make that 25/4. Here you got the same binomial times itself, so you just write it as squared. Now we're ready for the square root property. Apply the square root property. We get this equal plus or minus square root 25/4. Square root of that's 5 halves. Now just write this out the long way. Add 3 halves to both sides, and so that gives you 8 halves or 4. Add 3 halves again, and that gives you a -2 halves or -1. Hope this helps.